Team Hell No had a great run, but like most tag teams, Kane and I eventually went our separate ways, and I returned to pursuing my goal of winning singles titles.
I need to win the WWE Championship.
It was around this time I had a series of matches with Randy Orton that would have a much greater effect on my career than I could ever imagine. I put a lot of pressure on myself during this because Randy was really the first real top guy that I had a rivalry with. If I could do well with Randy, that puts you even to another level. I felt I had a lot to prove, which led to some very hard-hitting and physical contests. I got pretty banged up, but I was determined to fight through it and not let it slow me down. So much so that I went on to face Randy Orton in a street fight rematch on Raw.
So damaging. A sold-out Raw here in Charleston, South Carolina. Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton started the night with a double disqualification, but they will settle things in the main event with a street fight.
Randy Orton called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Kane called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Bryan is here to prove that he is not a weak link.
Tall order as he faces 9-time WWE champion Randy Orton. Oh, I think this man means business. There he goes, crashing to the floor. This rivalry between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton has been simmering for weeks and looks to violently explode during this street fight.
Bryan has been determined to show he can beat Orton. Last week on Raw, Randy Orton won the match via ref stoppage when Bryan injured his arm. Bryan got a countout win 4 days later on SmackDown, but he wants a definitive win over the Viper here tonight.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
I didn't think technical wrestling wizard Daniel Bryan could hold his own in a street fight, but he's doing pretty well so far.
We're really starting to see the versatility in Bryan's repertoire here. Yeah, but a versatile repertoire means nothing if Orton can pull off an RKO out of nowhere. We recounted Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton's matches as of late. We thought it would be settled in tonight's opening match, but they brawled to a double disqualification. Well, you won't see a count-out, DQ, or an injury in this match. One of these guys is going to be pinned or submitted at the conclusion of this street fight. A street fight is apropos for Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, seen as both men will take part in a Money in the Bank ladder match in 3 weeks' time.
All the weapons we'll see Bryan and Orton sling tonight is just a prelude to the unforgiving steel ladders at play in a Money in the Bank match.
Comes up big with the reversal. Orton starting to falter a bit, and you can tell it's starting to frustrate the Viper.
A street fight should be Orton's forte, but he's facing an extremely motivated Daniel Bryan.
You two brought up the upcoming Money in the Bank match. Don't forget that Kane's in that match, too. I wonder if Bryan's going to be able to stay sane with so many agitating factors in play in that match.
I think Daniel Bryan will thrive, actually. He's won Money in the Bank more recently than Kane, and Randy Orton still hasn't won Money in the Bank after multiple attempts. We saw Team Hell No dissolve last week on Raw as both Kane and Daniel Bryan turned their sights towards the WWE Championship.
Step one in that process is beating Randy Orton. Defeating a guy of Orton's stature puts you near the front of the line for title opportunities. It's all academic from here. Oh, and it's a reversal. Going back to Kane and Daniel Bryan's breakup, it seemed cordial, but their paths could easily cross again if one of them attains the WWE Championship.
Yeah, that reminds me, Michael. Team Hell No didn't officially hug it out when they broke up. Things could be bad between Kane and Bryan.
Back in the ring now. Randy Orton has had rage issues, and Daniel Bryan is no stranger to anger management. Who has the advantage in a twisted match like this? There's a world of difference between how Bryan and Orton process their anger. Orton's turned it into a Hall of Fame career. Bryan suffered some of his worst losses due to his mental issues. He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while. That shot hit the opponent exactly in the right spot. What accuracy. He got it with the kick. Guys, Bryan has Orton reeling. The so-called weak link is edging even closer to a victory. It would be a massive upset if Bryan beat the 9-time WWE champion. Toss to the outside. Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan are both as tough as they come, and this is a matter of pride between both men. These are two guys you don't want to lose, especially to each other.
Look, we did see things get heated earlier tonight, but I think there's still a level of respect here. Neither is going to cheat to defeat the other. It's all about proving that you are the best.
Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
He wants no part of the outside.
It may look like this match is over right now, but let me assure you, climbing that ladder at this point is no easy task.
Got the ladder where it needs to be, but as we know, that's only half the battle.
And he's heading back in.
There doesn't appear to be too much movement on the outside, guys. We might just be looking at the winner of this ladder match.
Unless we start seeing some movement on the outside, I'm starting to think this one's over.
Oh my!
Bomb through the table.
The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now.
That should do it, Cole. There's no coming back from a slam of that magnitude.
Nicely executed. What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put themselves through. The intensity of this has been incredible. He's making a statement here with this attack. Randy Orton, no problem in getting out of that one. Got it. Oh, I think this man means business. They get dangerous out here, especially when there are no countouts. The intensity of this match has been incredible. He's inflicting some serious pain here.
And here comes Orton.
One move after the other. It's devastating.
Orton's hit Bryan with everything in his arsenal. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled out an ugly stick and beat Bryan with that.
But regardless of how he looks, the match itself is looking very ugly for Daniel Bryan.
I don't know how much more damage one person could take. I don't care how tough you are. Oh, man. Oh, there's some good contact there by Randy Orton. The longer this fight goes on, the more wear and tear on each competitor. Who is going to have enough to pick up the win?
think this is the beginning of the end.
I think this man means business.
But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys. Nobody strings together a series of moves better, Cole.
Oh, going for it! Going for it!
Locks in. What's Randy Orton gonna do?
Will the Viper tap out?
Orton's in serious trouble.
Trying to drag himself to the ropes, but remember, the ropes aren't going to cause a break here.
Guys.
Because it's a street fight, and Orton with a kendo stick. Whoa!
Repeated strikes with a kendo stick. Orton wearing the weapon out on Daniel Bryan's body.
Just what the WWE's Apex Predator needs is a weapon. It's all perfectly legal.
Now you will find absolutely, oh my gosh, no remorse whatsoever from Randy Orton. All the frustration inside the Viper bubbling over. Orton's like a man possessed. This won't end well.
And he's got Bryan on a second rope. Randy Orton could be closing in on a victory. Oh, vintage Orton with a DDT.
I think that's the beginning of the end, gentlemen. Randy Orton seems to be preparing to go to that place.
Randy Orton is focused. Randy Orton could be closing in on victory.
Looking for the RKO. No.
Backslide by Bryan. Shoulders are down. Orton kicks out. Now a kick by Daniel Bryan, and now kendo stick in hand. And Bryan unloading on Orton.
Bryan returning the favor.
He's inflicting some serious pain here. Now that's the type of move that sends a message to an opponent. Nicely done. And here comes Randy Orton unleashes the RKO, and it's all over but the crying.
This one is over.
And there's his speed paying off. Back in from the floor. Executed perfectly.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Offense like this is exactly how a competitor takes control of a match.
This is getting out of control. Randy Orton has seen better days.
That's it. It's over. It's over.
The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now.
Randy Orton hits it.
It's over.
The Viper strikes again. I love it.
The flying forearm finds his target. That's how you make an impact. We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe. Perfectly executed.
The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now.
Daniel Bryan using the kendo stick for leverage. And Orton taps out. Randy Orton taps out.
What a win for Daniel Bryan.
Career-defining win for Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan with one of the biggest victories of his career.
And we knew it was going to be a physically grueling battle between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, and boy, did Bryan earn this.
Gotta give it up to him. Gotta give it up to Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's gonna be feeling the effects of this one for some time.
Oh, hold on.
Orton offering a sign of respect.
That's what you love to see. Two great superstars, two great warriors displaying their mutual respect for each other.